What is up, everyone? So I missed a video, hate missing videos, but we had a pretty crazy couple days, been really busy. First thing, got the Supra back together. It's kind of nice to see it in one piece, but today's a big day for this, and I'm kind of sad. And we'll talk about it later on. We'll wait till later in the video. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I did finally manage to go through all of Brian's components. I cleaned them all up. I packaged all of them, so now they're clean and ready to go for when we assemble the new engine, and now I know exactly what we need to order. I've actually been going crazy trying to figure out the best way to get an engine back in this car in the most efficient manner possible so we get Brian back on track, having some fun. Today we are getting two important things done today, and the first is we are dropping the t-shirt to help fund Brian's build. Now we talked about in the last couple of videos, we are doing a pre-order t-shirt to help get funds to get the car back on the road by popular demand, and I'm very pumped on it. Sammy whipped up an awesome design. RJ got on the website, figured out all the logistics, and so if you guys want to be a part of it, the link is in the description. It's an awesome t-shirt. The pre-order will be open till Friday. Now it's gonna take a couple weeks for them to come in since it is a pre-order when we usually obviously have them on demand, so it can get out a lot faster. So please be patient, but if you wanna support it, link in the description. I won't forget it this time, and you can copy yourself a cool tee and we can help get Brian back on the road. And then secondly, we happened to find a short block for the car, and I am honestly really stoked about it, and it's working out very well, and it's actually really funny, and you'll see why in a minute. But first off, let's go pick it up. You guys ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Take this. Take this. Here we go. Here we go.
Go easy.
There you go, Donnie. You need a seatbelt, buddy. That ain't going nowhere.
Precious cargo. I hope I don't go somewhere. This thing's slow. It's alright. It'll be fine.
Slam the brakes.
I'm gonna kill him if he does that. The bungee cord literally just came off and whipped me. Back there. We're gonna go see what bullshit Derek is gonna feed us today. Yeah, nice try, idiot. He thinks he's slick. Fool me one time, something. Fool me two times, shame on you. All right, let me out of this death trap. What up, Derek?
What's up? I heard you guys got an LS sitting around.
I might.
How did we know about this last week?
I knew about it the whole time.
And Why did I hear about it? I heard about it this morning from Johnny.
I wasn't sure I wanted to give it up.
Oh, hiding it.
Fake.
Fake. What do you mean fake? What am I'm gonna give you my nice LS2 and you guys are gonna ruin that. I don't want it ruined. I want it nice.
I thought it was ruined because you took it out of my car, so. Right?
No, I thought it did have low oil pressure. And
okay, hold on. I didn't even tell him. We are here to take the LS2 short block that came out of Donnie's CTSV.
Derek's. Yeah, it was mine at the time.
Okay. What's the story?
The story was originally when I got Donald's car.
Yeah.
It had low oil pressure.
So it's junk. We don't want it.
I know. I smell something.
Fishy.
Oily.
This sounds fishy.
You gonna let me finish the story, or?
I'm just talking shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, long story short, I ended up getting a full LS3 for it, which is in Donnie's car right now.
Yep.
I take
Spanked it, by the way, with my LS1.
Yeah, well, that's embarrassing for Donnie, but it's a win for me because I tuned both cars.
Fair enough. Yeah, yeah.
So I take the LS2 out, and lo and behold, that there's a like a barbell between the timing chain on those LS2s that are plastic, and it got brittle, broke, and clogged the pickup.
Wow.
But it never ran out of, I mean, when I say it had low oil pressure, it only had, 15, 20 pounds at idle. It never had zero oil.
Oh, that's not, okay, yeah. Long story short, he passed on to one of his friends. His friends is now changing directions, and now we're gonna end up with it, hopefully.
Yeah, I gave it to Austin. He decided he wanted to go full gangster, so we can't be using stock blocks anymore.
We sure can.
You peasants can, yes.
Oh, damn. That's a different type of energy coming from you right now.
I don't even hear you when I'm on move. Get out of here.
Sure. All right, check this out. So this is a LS2 all aluminum 6.0. Is LS2 a third gen or 4th gen?
They're
like a hybrid.
I think they're 4th gen rods, but they make them with 24X reluctor wheels and 58X reluctor wheels.
And this one's a 58X, hopefully?
Yeah, it's a 58X.
But here we go. That's everything we need. It's a complete short block. Just needs a full refresh. That'll, oh man, these cam bearings.
Wow. So I nicked the cam bearings up because I thought the motor was totaled.
Oh, now the truth comes
out. Yeah, now
so that's on me.
So we have the pistons, we got the rods, we got the crank, we got the block. Send it out, get a refresh, put Brian's heads on it, put his cam in it, we're good to go.
Easy as that.
Yeah, easy as that.
Easy as that. She's all there. She's all there.
Hopefully it's good to go. Look how dorky these pistons are.
Flat top.
Just flat. How many miles are on your car, Donnie?
It was pulled at 93,000.
Okay, so this thing's got low
Oh, wow.
miles. Thing's freshly broken in.
Just broken in.
The aluminum block is so much lighter, you could feel it by just pushing.
You remember when we picked up Brian's?
Oh, dude, like,
Oh my god.
dude, me and Ant, when we moved the bare iron block, we were struggling.
3 inches up to a dolly.
Yeah, we were struggling in this thing. Even DJ picked it up. We didn't catch it before. This is an LS2 6.0, just like Brian's, but it's all aluminum. It's actually higher compression, which is really nice too. Make a little more horse puppies, but the goal is to take this whole thing apart, reuse the rods and the pistons, and obviously the block and the crank. New bearings, new rings, whole 9 yards, just like the last one, but this time learn from the mistakes, start with a better foundation, and go from there. Works out.
Nice drill.
Calling in the big guns
On it.
here, boys.
This thing's so light. Look at that. Oh, that for the back.
James got blocked.
All right, Deej, you gotta hold this thing.
I'm not holding that.
Come on.
No.
Why not?
I'm not getting crushed today. Absolutely not.
Actually, huge shout out to me, youngtuck.com. Link in the bio right here. Go get your gloves. Tell them, James.
Young Tuck gloves? Look at these things, dude. Drew, this is a new product?
Oh, yeah. Link right here.
Do it with Young Tuck on your hands. So these are actually really cozy.
Breathable. They look breathable.
They're very breathable. You see
Not
that?
just for riding. Tell them, mechanics gloves.
Keep your hands straight when you're lifting engines.
You heard the man.
Later, Drew. It's either I'm gonna be totaled or the block is gonna roll out the gate.
Don't you dare lose that LS2.
I'll try not to.
You gotta sacrifice yourself.
LSZ, meet your cousin.
You know what's gonna be sick? We're gonna have an LS1 and LS2, and you're gonna have an LS3. That's kind of cool.
Who's gonna have a...
Dude, that's actually really cool. All right, so this is kind of best case scenario, right? So we needed a 6.0 bottom end to allow us to bolt Brian's heads on because we had a lot of time and money into those heads, and the heads make good power. Huge shout out to our buddy Austin for giving me a great deal on this engine. I couldn't be more grateful. Extremely similar to his old setup, but it'll be slightly higher compression, it'll be way better condition, and it's aluminum, which means the engine itself is gonna be weighing like 100 pounds lighter.
That's huge.
100 pounds off of the front end of the car. I know he doesn't have much time to feel what it felt like with the previous engine, but 100 pounds off your front end is massive and it should feel amazing. So this is gonna do Brian extremely well. So we gotta get this thing down to JP, have him take it apart, do his thing. We'll get the heads back on and get Brian back on the road. All right, I don't wanna talk too much longer because I've done a lot of talking today, but a lot's going on. So right now, the Supra. Let's talk about this. Today I am officially selling my Supra shell. And as a lot of you guys know, I don't really sell anything. I get way too attached to cars. I want to hold on to them forever, but unfortunately, today I'm getting rid of my Supra, and it's honestly a little heartbreaking because I love this car. I have a blast in it. I think it's the coolest car, but I've realized that this car needs a lot of bodywork and time to get where I would want it to be. And as of right now, the only thing that really holds up almost all my builds is bodywork. Half the cars in here need bodywork and paint, and it's like the one thing I'm not good at, I hate doing, I just don't really do. And I just don't have the resources to get this thing done in an efficient manner. I've been kind of looking at it and realizing it's kind of just been causing me more stress than anything because I just don't have the resources to get everything fixed that I want to get fixed right away. So I hit up my buddy who is a big Supra guy, he does a lot of buying and selling, and he offered me a good amount of money for it. I got the car actually extremely cheap, so I'm basically selling the shell for well, what I bought the whole car for, and I'm keeping the entire drivetrain. So now I will have an entire turbo drivetrain laying around that I could use in another Supra. My goal here is to not just get out of the Supras. I really, really want another Supra. Honestly, owning this thing has made me way too into Supras now. And my goal is to find a cleaner car. Something I don't actually have to paint, do all this crazy stuff to. I want something I can just enjoy, do my thing for once, just make it look nice on the outside, get the drivetrain ready. I got the V161, I got the a non-VVTi 2J. I have all the components for it. I have the diff, I have the axle, I have all this stuff to do a full turbo conversion on an NA Supra. My goal here is to find a really, really nice right-hand drive Supra. Left-hand drive Supra guys talk to right-hand drive Supra guys as if they're not even the same car, like they're peasants. So if you're a Supra guy, like you're probably like, no, you can't do right-hand drive. I don't care, I like right-hand drive. Half my cars are right-hand drive, I enjoy it, and you could usually find yourself a way nicer car for way cheaper when it's right-hand drive, and that's cool. That's cool with me. So the goal right now is to take the money from this, put it to the side, and proactively look for, I mean, I've been honestly looking like crazy to find a right-hand drive Supra that's clean enough for me to want to buy. So honestly, it breaks my heart to get rid of this thing, but it's gonna continue on its story, doing some cool stuff. I know, I think the next owner's goal is to turn this thing into a drag car, which is dope. I mean, it's a Supra, that's what they do. But he's about to show up and he is going to take this thing. And it's like bittersweet, I guess. We'll see. Buddy Matt's stealing my car. Just evil laugh.
Yeah. Hate to see her leave, love to watch her go. Sound like that.
She got a fat ass, doesn't she?
Oh yeah. Oh man.
To the left. Hard left.
Oh, no power steering yet. Oh! Ant was ready for it. Look at him. Where the peaker originated from, right there.
Oh, it's so good.
How you feeling, James?
I don't know.
Mixed emotions.
Indifferent. But I know we got a lot going on, and
There's a method to your madness.
we're not. I don't know.
Right there. Nice work.
What do you think, baby?
It's a good way to make a 9-second Supra. Be out of here in 9 seconds.
That was a good one.
Good job, Ant. You did great.
This is gonna be, is this gonna be another FD Chronicle?
No. I hope not.
Don't cast that.
Well, the whole thing was when we got rid of the FD was a different time
one?
and place. Stop. I don't want to talk.
Can you guys
about
stop walking towards me so I can stop walking backwards? Can't see. There she goes.
it. On to the next.
I mean, you guys know Jimmy doesn't really make bad moves.
I appreciate that.
This
is a good move.
Appreciate that. Thank you. You know what's a great move? Your new LS2. It's sick. It's super clean.
I like that.
See? Look.
Crazy story. I actually love this story.
Yeah, me too.
I love this story.
Now
Yo,
I'm glad that you
the
love it.
original exhaust manifold from that motor
Is on your car.
is on my car.
See, there we go.
I already got parts of that
Circle.
thing on there.
Now I have an LS1, you have an LS2, and he'll have the LS3. It's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna beat you both.
Then
You
Ant,
probably will. You probably will. But no. But then I'll be the one that tune it so then I can say I beat Derek. So that's what's really important. Me beating Derek.
man.
Wow, that's big. That's big news.
so Derek, we gotta hook my car up next. And then you gotta do your thing.
Bittersweet. Now, let's find a cleaner one.
Now we go to Mohegan, place that on
Put it all on black.
pull a David Dobrik.
Either I'm gonna be real upset or I'm gonna end up with a really nice Supra. No, we've done a lot of talking in this video about a couple more things, right? So we called JPR Engine Builder, we're looking at the pistons and realized these pistons actually won't work with Brian's heads because his heads actually need more valve clearance. As you can see, they're just flat. Like they're kind of goofy looking, to be honest. So now if we look at his old engine, you can see there's actually release in the piston right there for the valve clearance, so the valve can actually go deeper without hitting the piston. So we're gonna have to do a piston rod setup, which is fine. I mean, the block and the crank are the two big money items here. Well, we have a good aluminum block, and we still have to determine if the crank is fine. I think we could assume the crank on this thing is good. We're gonna pull the bottom end apart tomorrow and just verify all that. Get us some piston rods, send off to JP, and we'll be good to go. So I'm happy. This was a good first start. This is the stressful thing to grab. Everything else we can get off the shelf, very plentiful. We'll be good to go. The Supra's gone, and I feel like I should have made it like a bigger deal, but it's been like a thing that I've been trying to like deal with for a few days, but we sold the car, right? We talked about it. It's just not the one. As much as I want it to be, it just wasn't the one. You guys know me pretty well, and that one just wasn't the one. But I sold the car for basically what I bought it for, which is pretty crazy because I got to keep all this nonsense that I haven't even had time to organize. Took me long enough to organize Brian's stuff. I still got all this stuff. So I have the 2JZ non-VVTi bottom end, head, cams, all the good parts that came along with it. The 4.4-inch exhaust, all supporting parts, the intake, the manifold, the wastegate. I even have the turbo diff, I kept that. I have the turbo axles, which is fantastic. And I kept the Recaro seats that were in it. Check these things out. Really wanted to put these in the next Supra that I get because I honestly really like these. I think they look awesome in the car. The rails are perfect, I fit in it. They're super cool, big fan. So, it worked out very well. I got to have some fun, I learned a few things, and now I can go take the money, add a little bit more money to that, and hopefully find a Supra that I could get and really make it something incredible, and that's what I want. Right-hand drive, left-hand drive, I don't think I could afford anything left-hand drive, to be honest. Hopefully we can find something clean right-hand drive. But we'll see, I'll be patient, but I'm eager. We'll find out, I'm just rambling, but as of right now, I'm happy we got the engine for Brian. That's one thing out of the way, and that's one good thing to get the ball rolling. And of course, if you guys want to be a part of the build, we have the t-shirt pre-ordered, link in description. Cop yourself a tee. It's a pretty cool tee. I really like it. And, well, that's about it for today. So we're going to end it. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And we'll see you guys very shortly.